Hi everybody, this is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Sunday, February 8th, 2026. Hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend and all ready for the Super Bowl, and let's get started. So we saw some panic really the last few days here, and I was saying that this is going to come to an end just because the reasoning for the selling, I didn't really believe it. Just as people are spending money on AI, and these are some of the smartest people in the world, and people are doubting them. I'll take the other side of it. But it was more, there was a lot of things going on. We had some buy signals, but one of the things when we get these, big sharp sell-offs is that it gives us great opportunity because we know without a doubt that we're going to have some kind of massive short squeeze, and that's exactly what we saw on Friday. And we had Amazon reported on Thursday, and they actually sent the futures down a ton. And by the time the market opened, they were up, and the bulls never really looked back. But you can see we made it right into the resistance area here. It's a little bit above it. Well, I thought it was going to be held down at the 69.34. Poked its head through it and came down. We have some sell signals, so I'd be looking for some type of retracement to come somewhere. If we open down, I'd be looking anywhere from the 69.11 all the way down to the 68.92. We have this open gap, so we got to keep in touch with this one because there's a chance we may come down and close this before everything is said and done, just to shake out the bulls that believe that we're back on the gravy train again. So I'm always a one to look on the sentiment end of things before doing it, and I know that the VIX took a pretty good hit, but here. You can see that the 69.45. We have some sell signals here. This is on the 15-minute chart. So doing some type of retracement would make perfect sense here. And again, I'm going to show you. We have some new software. We're actually going to be offering it. You're going to see it. I'm going to put it live at work here so you guys can see exactly how it goes. But in any case, we're looking for some type of if we open down, support to hold. If it breaks through this 68.85, we're probably coming all the way down to the 68.40. And remember, we still have this open gap. But if we're looking at a wave structure, you have 1, 2, 3. So I think that these somewhere here will actually hold, and then we'll get another bounce up, probably up to the 69.73, 69.50. But that will be our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from there, that's where we expect to see a pretty big retracement from these levels, and that will set us up into the timing window where we're looking for some type of low. On the 60-minute chart, you can see we're into the overbought levels here. We have the double support right at the 69.01. So this would be an area that I'd be watching for support. We have 68.89 as the next support level. But then if we start going down, it's, we're looking at a little bit further down because there's not a lot of support when you do a vertical move like that. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some backing and filling. I'd actually welcome it. IWM, that was the big winner, 3.5%, 3.6 really. Made it into the resistance zone right there, but if we're going to get a pullback, I would expect the two buyers to come in right around that 261.50. We have the moving averages here. And again, I'm going to show you on the software right now. So what we want to look at is we made this low here on IWM at the 2. That wasn't the low, was it? Hang on one second. 255. Where are we? 255.05. So I'm going to move that up. 255.05. And we made the top here at 265.83. So let's go to the software that we're bringing out. First of all, in it, you get the 2026 trading map. You can see right now heading into the 10th, February 17th to 20th is this is our great reset. We're looking for the structural low, and I had to block all these things out because it's in the software. But this is the important part right here. We're looking for a yearly top in August, and when that happens, it's going to be aligning with some other GAN levels too, our GAN projections. So we really want to watch the August time frame, and if we're up a lot, we probably want to move to cash or get on the defensive end of things. But let's go to the actual the software. So with IWM, like I said, they made the low. You're going to put this in. So these are it has to do with your with Gann levels as well as Fibonacci retracements, and these are all automated. So that's kind of the cool thing about this is that you just plug in the numbers and it gives you when to expect the turn dates and everything on that end. So IWM 255.05. I plug that in. I'm just going to hit tab. Watch these numbers. They change down. So here's your first support target, 259. I mean, this is a resistance, 259.06, 263, 271, and this is projected off of these lows. So we made the low on February 5th, 2026. These are your projections on when the top date will come, 322, 506, 804. This is our August time period. So, and it runs right into it. So we want to keep an eye on that. Now, this actually gets us into a shorter time frame here. So IWM made this low on at what time is that here? 3:30, let's just say. So we go back, we put in I have 3:35, but let's just say 3:30, hit tab, and these are our projected short-term top dates. So you have 216, 227, 310. Now, if we're heading down, these will actually be areas that you'd be looking to buy. So these are just important days based on the time that we made that reversal. But this is the cool part too, because we know we made a high at 265.88. I'm just going to change this so we have they're going to change on us. So I'm going to put 255.20 was the low. Hit tab. Here's our our support and resistance numbers. So if we head higher, our next target's going to be 268.78. That almost matches up. Where was that one that I had? No. 268, 272, 276. Now, if we retrace, 263, 261, 260. So these are giving you your support levels. So we have 263, 261, 336. So if we come down, 263.36, you got some support there. It's 23%. But if we go to the next one, 261.80, and now we look at it, look where we are. 261.64 are the moving averages here. So this is the area that I think the bulls will hold. Now, if they lose it, then we have there's the chance that we're going to come down and close this gap. But if we head higher, we're then looking at the 260, where is it? 250. I'm trying to see something right here. The next one would be 271. So if it gets above those levels, we're looking at 271 as the next. But if we take a look at the S&P now and do the same thing with the software, here you can see the low was 67.80. The high was 69.45. The low was made at 11 o'clock in the morning. Go back to the software. We have 67.80 as the low. Here's our extensions on it, or our targets on the upside. And we made this 2.5, and now we're going to move this to 11 o'clock, and we have it at the 6.780 tab. Here's our short-term times right there, and we're going to do the high was the 69.45. So we're going to put in 6945 down here. We're going to put in 6780. Here's our fib retracement numbers. I'm sorry, I did that wrong. 6780. Okay, so here's our retracement levels here, and here's our extension. So if we head higher above that, the next one's going to be 6989, and it goes up from there. On the downside, we want to keep an eye on these levels right here. Now, with just 681, 6881, 6243. So if we go back to it, 6881, that's a moving average right there. So we want to pay attention to this because this is an important level. But we have sell signals on the hourly chart. We don't have sell signals. We had some buy signals. So I'd be keeping an eye on the 6909 and that the 6881 level, which kind of almost matches up with this right here at the 684. So I'm kind of open-minded tomorrow. I believe we're going to be pulling back some, but just to burn off some of the overbought levels. But we overall, I mean, Friday was really one of the better days we've had in a long time. Well, in a really long time. We have RGTIW was up 40%. You have RGTI that was up 18%. TSSI was up 16%. So all these things that we got clobbered on last week, and one of the reasons why we the portfolio took a hit on Thursday was because of these stocks went down. But if you take a look, we made all that back end some. We were up 96.53. So good day for the fund. And getting back to tomorrow, like I said, I'm open-minded on it. I do believe we'll have some backing and filling, but I'll wait and see how the futures start tomorrow. If it's down, we'll look for some areas of support. If it's up, we're going to be looking for some areas of resistance. And with that, hope your Super Bowl team wins tonight. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning.